Electrons and holes. We already studied electron, what is electron and what is hole, and the charge associated with the electron is negative and the charge associated with the hole is positive. We know how band gap is created, that we studied in energy band. As temperature of a semiconductor is raised from 0 Kelvin, some electrons in the valence band receive enough thermal energy to be excited across the band gap to the conduction band. There are different methods of electron excitation from the valence band to the conduction band. This is our valence band and this is conduction band. The one method is by increasing the temperature. When we increase the temperature, the electrons which are present in the valence band, some electrons may experience enough force that they will move to the conduction band. When they move from valence band to a conduction band, a vacant place is created in a moved electron. See, when this electron move from here to here, a vacant place is created over here. That is represented by the white dots. These white dots are nothing but a vacant place created by a movement of an electron from the valence band to the conduction band. That vacant place is nothing but a hole. Electron and hole are created by the excitation of a valence band electron to the conduction band. They are called as a electron hole pair. So these are nothing but a electron hole pair created by increasing the temperature or by giving excitation. This is our electron hole pair. This is the another electron hole pair. This electron hole pair, they are always same in the sense how many electrons which are jump to the valence band, conduction band are equal to the holes created in the valence band, the electron hole pair. This is the another electron hole pair. The next point, in a filled valence band, we know at 0 Kelvin the valence band is filled and the conduction band is completely empty. Empty in the sense there are states are available to occupy the electron. We are not telling it as a hole is present in the conduction band. These are nothing but a vacant place or a vacant states which can occupy the electron. In a filled valence band, all available energy states are occupied. For every electron moving with a given velocity, there is an equal and opposite electron motion elsewhere in the band. What it says, if you refer this picture, here hole is present. Hole is nothing but which is surrounded by the many electron in always. Here also this hole is surrounded by many electrons. This hole is capable of occupying because electron is capable of occupying in the whole place. Electron can jump and move to the hole. Similarly, in the another position we have many holes over here. This electron will come and join with this hole. That vacant hole position is there and that hole is occupied by the electron. Similarly, over here also the whole place, this hole is occupied by the electron. At the same point, here also this electron may come and join here and create the hole over here. When electron jump from this place to this whole place, a hole will be created over here. This is nothing but a moment of an electron which will be present in the valence band, because previously here what we are telling, we increase by increasing the temperature, whatever the electrons which are present in the valence band that are moved here. After electron which is moved from the valence band to the conduction band, a hole is created in the valence band. Once the hole is created means which is surrounded by the many electrons, so the electrons will jump and occupy that place. As there are many holes over here, the electron may jump from here to here and that hole will be occupied by the down electron. So this collision as well as a motion of the electrons will be there. That is explained in this slide. In a filled valence band, all energy states are occupied. for every electron moving with a velocity, given velocity, there is an equal and opposite electron moving anywhere in the band. Elsewhere is nothing but anywhere. In that band, if you refer this band, the hole may, the electron may move in this way, as well as the in the another position, the electron may jump and come to this position. So in the both side we have if electron is moving in this direction, means some other point in some other combination the electron may in this direction also. So the net at that point will be a 0, because force is applying on the both side. The net force at that point is 0. That is equal and opposite electrons motion elsewhere in the band at that particular point. See, here we are considering only the valence band. We are not discussing about the conduction band. Next point, if we apply an electric field, the net current is 0, because for every electron J moving with a velocity Vj, there is a corresponding electron J dash with a velocity minus Vj. That is explained with this Ek graph. What it says here, if we apply an electric field, so what it says, apply an electric field is nothing but either by raising the temperature we moved the electron from the valence band to the conduction band. So still in a valence band we have holes as well as electrons are present, so they can recombine. So recombination of electrons holes will take place in this place, in the valence band. So the one time the electron may move in this direction, or at the same time the electron may move in this particular direction. For that reason the electricity produced by this valence band will be 0. That is explained with the help of this graph. At one point, if we consider an electron J, this is one electron, the electron J moving with a velocity Vj, that place is Kj. Kj is nothing but a momentum. We are this graph is drawn on a y-axis energy is plotted, and on x-axis we have a momentum. There is a corresponding electron J dash. This is another electron with a velocity minus Vj. We can see this one. One electron is in this direction, and another electron is moving in this direction. So the net electricity produced by the moment or a collision of recombination of electron hole in a valence band will be 0. This is about electron and hole in a valence band. The same thing here explained with the help of one expression, that is with the help of a current density. Express the current density using sum over all of the electron velocities and including the charge minus q on each electron. Here we are calculating the current density produced by the electron which is present in the valence band. Here we are considering it is for filled band. So there will be many electrons like electron 1, electron 2, electron 3, electron 4. So many electrons will be there, and velocity associated with that particular electron is v1, v2, v3 and vn. So here, in order to calculate the current density, we need to multiply the velocity with the charge. The charge of an electron is minus q, because here we are considering the electron. So that is minus q into the velocity v1. This is for one electron. Similarly, how many electrons are there? N electrons are there. The charge is same for all electrons. So for that reason, minus q summation of I is equals to 1 to how many electrons are there? N electrons are there. Summation n is equals to I is equals to 1 to n Vn, that is Vn is equals to 0, because in a filled valence band there won't be any current flow moment in the conduction band. This is for the filled valency band. Similarly, that what we can say, the current conduction, that is the current density in a valence band, that is the filled valence band, that will be 0. That here we explained by considering an jth electron as well as a j dash electron. If a j electron is moving in one particular direction, means at the same time j dash may move in the opposite direction. For that reason the current will be 0. Now create a hole by removing the jth electron. The net current density in the valence band involves the sum over all velocities minus contribution of the electron we have removed. This is for a filled band. Filled band in the sense there is no vacant place for the electron to move. If we move the jth in the previous graph, where we considered j as one electron and j dash as another electron. If we remove the particular jth electron, means if we remove this, then the current density will be the current density of all electrons, that is the same thing, minus the removed electron which is moved to the conduction band, that will be the current density by removing the jth electron. Here filled band, this one is for a filled band. Now we are removing one electron, so that the net there should flow some current in the valence band. So if we remove the jth electron, means the current density will be current density of all electron and the one electrons minus the one electron which is shifted to conduction band. That is nothing but we know this part minus q, this part minus q, summation of I is equals to 1 to n and vi, this is 0. This part is 0. Why it is 0? By referring the above equation. Summation of a q, summation of I is equals to n to vi, which is 0 from the previous equation. So we can substitute 0 over here. 0 minus of minus, which is nothing but a plus, plus qi will be the current density after removing a one electron from the valence band to a conduction band. So now before we study this graph, we know this is our valence conduction band and this is a valence band that we represent normally like this before applying the electric field. Once we apply the electric force to the conduction band as well as the valence band, so these lines will tilt like this, the valence band as well as a conduction band. That is why these tilts they have shown here after applying a electric force for a semiconductor. Before it was like this, valence band and conduction band. After application of a force, this is our valence band and this is our conduction band. And one more thing, electron, if we give the electricity, if we apply the electricity, means the electron will go from the valence band to the conduction band. So always the electrons will be here, over here, that is the bottom of the valence band. So this entire thing is our valence band. So they are at the bottom part. So these are the electrons. Similarly, always holes will be present at the top of the conduction band. So this, valence band. So this is our valence band. So always holes will be at the top of this valence band, that is upper part. And in conduction band, always electrons are present at the bottom of this valence band. So this is our conduction band and this is our valence band. Always holes are present at the top of the valence band and the electrons are present at the bottom of the conduction band. Now when we give electric field, the valence band and conduction band will be in the form of a slope. So these are the electrons at point A and at point B. We know in case of energy bands, where in that graph if you refer, 4n states are available but electrons are 0, and here 4n states and 4n electrons at normal temperature, that is at 0 Kelvin. So states are available to occupy the electron, that is the empty states are available for electron occupation. Same thing here also. Once an electron move from the conduction valence band to a conduction band, here it has a many vacant states everywhere. Vacant states are available so that electron go and occupy the particular state. Once this electron move from the valence band to a conduction band, it has got potential energy. That potential energy is again converted into a kinetic energy by occupying a new position over here. It will gain a kinetic energy after occupying a position KB. Again this position is not a stable and it will come back to the position B, because electron always try to go to the lowest energy state B. So what we can say, when it excited from the valence band to the conduction band, it has got a potential energy. That position where it is surrounded by many vacant places, because electron is not going to sit at one place. It will jump to the another state, that is a KB. Then it will get a kinetic energy. So that position, which is also not a stable, and it will loses its kinetic energy and come back to the point B, where the same position as A, but at position B the potential energy is lower compared to the potential energy at point A. When we give electric field for the conduction band, the slope will, the band, energy band, that is the conduction band and this is our valence band, will get a slope position like this. So always electrons will be present at the bottom of this conduction band over here. So these are the electrons which are present at the bottom of the conduction band, and the holes are always present on the top of the valence band over here. These are the holes. So electron hole, obviously the electron hole along with that pair only they will create the pair, that is electron hole pair will be created. Once the electron move from the valence band to a conduction band, that is over here, it will gain the potential energy, that is PE, that potential energy. So here we are considering a K as a 0. If we consider a K as a 0, that is a propagation constant or a momentum, this potential energy we know in case of energy band graph. What we said in a energy band graph, that conduction band and a valence band. The valence band is completely filled with the 4n states and 4n electrons, and the top band, which is a conduction band, 4n states are available but 0 electrons are there. Similarly here, there are many states available for a electron. So the electron, it won't sit at one particular place, so it will move to the another position, that is KB. If we consider this point as a K0, means we have to give some another value, that is a KB. Then it will gain the kinetic energy. So here it has only potential energy, then it will move to the new position KB and it has gained now kinetic energy also. This position, which is not a stable, so electron always try to go down to the lowest energy state. So again it will come down and occupy the position B. So both A and B are same only. Both are on the conduction band only, that is the lowest part of the conduction band, but the potential energy at this point is higher compared to the potential energy at this point. Here the blue lines, this is a one way of an electron which will move from the higher energy state to a lower energy state. The another one is a possible way is like this. The electron may come to here and it loses its kinetic energy, whatever the potential energy, for that reason again it will come here and finally it will come to here. So all electrons will do the same thing, that it will occupy the lowest energy state. So they always come down in the valence band. Whatever the electrons which are moving from here to here, they are all always present at the bottom of this conduction band. They won't jump to the valence band because we are applying the electric field. We moved the electron from the valence band to the conduction band now. So they won't jump back to the valence band. One more point we can consider here, that is when the potential energy at a point A is not same at the point when electron move to point B. This potential energy is not equal to this potential energy because it lost some energy by coming back to the lowest energy state at that is point B. So whatever the energy which is lost, that will be in the form of a heat, that we studied in case of a indirect type of a semiconductor material. So after giving electric field, we said that the straight line will be converted into a slope like this. The slope depends upon the straight line. The slope depends upon the type of the amount of electricity that is applied, the amount of force that we apply. They are not always a straight line, sometimes they may tilt. That depends upon the type of electricity applied as well as the amount of electricity applied.